Battle Royale. Be advised, the gas is closing in. Proceed to the safe zone.
Most likely he's just getting out of that. Speed. You're right behind Janassi there. He's going to get down in the missiles window to stay back up and find the exit here. Does have more weapons. Startable. Have the intention that someone is walking this direction. Nate Cooks. Go Nate. Axe. He's got damage onto the dumpster. Trying to get down. Boston quickly to back point. That's one of those play calls right there for surge. You had Nancy back up, use the RC car. You don't want anyone to fall in that scenario, so they decided to get aggressive over towards 18. I love the stuff that it's just trying to
Enemy soldier incoming.
when you lose that initial gunfight, you make it in 3v3, and then there's a lot of balls in the vicinity to play those trades. Nancy comes out of that RC car like, I don't know what the hell happened. It's 1v3 now. 8-point Boston. Our boys move. Snoopy on 3 in a row on top of that first blood to have back to about level after the opening. Names over the top. Vancouver right back into that rolling of the dice NA. Boston playing through Jens. Trying to recover over the fourth plan. Stuck check for 04. Shield planted. Team is looking for the plan, but instead decides to outplay the TDM right inside the case. Second turn around. Gets traded. Simply opening double, but as a big strike kill, Beat gets some trouble here. Oh, and the track down came and unable to lock the shots in, so it's up to Luza trying to extend the map. Luza 1v2. Ambient Awakening. Right around as an RBF2 in the DVD store. Just trying to play for some information. Shorter has a rate of potentially where they are going, but 45 seconds to go. Wolfpack mentality here for Boston. Luza has plenty of time to make this play happen. How does he set up himself for the post plan? Good rewrap. Cammy and Awakening still working together. There's the play. Luza. How does he go for the check? There's the first. Play late. Has to check the bomb diffuser. Cammy stinks it. And that'll be enough to get Boston to make it 2. Impressive. Comes back right there on the Boston. On the back, they usually do not find a lot of success. So the decision making to play this ball did not miss any time. But always think the top goes there. Defensive setup was going to look like. There's like Snoopy, who took over in match number 1, who made up for every first blood that went Surge's way to instantly make it a 3v3. He made tremendous plays from round to round, but big shout out to Giga. Needed to bounce back for slow map number 1. Multiple first bloods in that map 2. He was the difference maker early on into those rounds. And Joe's gonna not know what his step line was in map 1 until after this weekend is over, probably. But if there's just no way, because if you're Shawnee, you're back there, like, dude, like, you're frying.
Enemy dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
And that's massive, just to be able to bounce back mentally. Obviously, what had happened was purely double negative, but still, the bounce back effort and the comeback down the point, a little bit short, but huge through the search and destroy. It's been the statement for Boston all weekend long. Now, the big question is, are they going to have the 2-3-5? You got to control that. They have not really done well in the head-to-head versus Vancouver. I think it's next one's your thoughts for the Nets. I think you definitely got the 2-3-5 because the Skyline said in the map number 4, you try to add it to your map pool from stage 3 and stage 3, and it's never worked. So, again, it has to be another death load, in my opinion, for Boston. All right, that's how Jay thinks. Let's see what the desk has to say as we head back for halftime break.
Thank you, gentlemen. We have Maven joining Nameless and Rosalie once again. I want to start with you, Nameless. You're all smiles right now. Is it because Gigglewick just went giggle mode?
I think it's just good call, Jay. Right? Like, we watched that search and destroy it. You know, Boston decided to wake up. Awakening having some huge plays, especially on their offensive side. And then on the flip side, you think about Vancouver. Their rewind is just decided to get rid of Nazi. You got to play that. And, yeah, pretty much.
The triple Hacienda band from Vancouver in this series is making it difficult for Boston. Let's take a look here at some of the highlights. Search and destroy Maven. It was impressive. Yeah.
I mean, Awakening early, I think just getting him going was huge.
Yeah.
Talking about the map 1. But it was really a good team effort. I mean, Cammy had some insane gunfight wins. Like, as much as I think it is preaching,
I think it's almost full surgeries. Yeah, I think it's you're choosing to function as a these rounds, especially like when Boston's on offense. When Wade goes right side, either he kills Neptune or he's applying a little bit of pressure. Look at Vancouver. They're committing a guy to screen the entire time on both sides, by the way, right? So even if you get a one, like the round where they went DVD, they find first blood, you're still man down when all of Boston decides to come in and gel.
I mean, sometimes you guys can't said that's like we saw one round that handedly when Vancouver started plays when they four stacked into that ace and just played the trees. This is a team. These are SMGs. Neptune in 04 thrive in chaos. Abusa is a shooter. So
What do you call this?
when you put a player on the island, it's like you're hindering yourself. A lot of these trade battles.
I think like you go back to their losses against like Rocker, like days when we first casted them, and it felt like there was always a gap in their setup, like a hole, but they were trying so hard to not leave that hole that they weren't proofing up into, like you're saying. Like, they're just too hard focused on lanes or openings or whatever. Like, which they needed to because there were a lot of holes when they previously played it. But sometimes you just gotta like rip up a trade. Yeah, at some point on the break point, it's like, all right, guys, they're gonna be taking space. We need to get involved here. It's gonna be fine. It's like they don't seem comfortable there.
Yeah.
I feel like I just watched the series about an hour and a half ago against Miami. It's unplaying again against Boston. Let's see what's happening at the end of game one. Though it's your skull play of the game. A Vancouver finish. Walk me through this one, Alley Cat.
Listen, I'm gonna be so free with Boston was in the driver's seat. That once again they could have pulled south this hard point, but the fact that Vancouver Surge is able to break in this situation is actually unbelievable. I believe it starts off, according to close words, finds a couple of kills. Something spawns.
Oh, Jenny here has to get something. He has to get one. Like, it's just an unfortunate situation. The guy turns around, checks it, it's Neptune, ends up winning that gunfight. And then right here, you're thinking, okay, it's 3 dead. All right, Vancouver's going to close this out. Snoopy with a miracle three-piece play to give him an opportunity. Yeah, I thought that was the bailout. The ultimate bailout to set them up, but they can't win many fights after that. He effectively traded for a high round against our Surge. They clutch up, but that triple from Snoopy was disgusting. Unfortunately, it didn't amount to a win, but it was nasty. Just go down way too much. I mean, they woke up, way into this game where they're able to stall on that P5 that did take it to the next hill. But if they're also you can't really get going earlier in these moments. You can see it latter half and say, early in the year though, they were solid at HP. It's in there, and you can see it even in that map. There's moments. It's number answers. How many games is this series? 4 or 5.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
5.
All right. We're here for that. It's been a good one so far. And again, I think that the Death hits it very appropriately. Even though Boston has had moments of inconsistency, moments of trial and error, and they should try to add that to the full for 1 point. Their ability to bounce back right there, find a way to make a comeback effort happen, then take it into the search and destroy. I feel like changed the dynamic this entire series.
Yeah, especially the way that they were able to do it in that search and destroy. A 6-2 victory, multiple times when you were at a man disadvantage, you're able to clutch up on rounds, and the players who struggled in map number 1 gave you something in that map number 2. So if you're Boston, you're feeling so damn good. You at least have this series on map 1. The most important map is right in front of us. Yes, full control. We've seen both teams throughout this weekend take down the likes of LA Thieves. They have the office potentially add another W to their challenge. Give me the word. Is this a must-win Boston? Yes. Done. All right, here we go. Ball control. We've seen it a handful of times. Really, both these two squads, Boston in particular, showing us effort across the weekend and against a variety of very good control teams and giving them a workout, even some of the losses, getting all the way to things like round 5. Just comes down to can they close it out and keep that 3-5 energy up. They feel like that Skyline on the point is really going to throw a lot of it. That's the ball. Here we go. Jumping right on the edge of the action. It's breach on the opening attack. Vancouver already holding off the initial point at A as the first 2 kills come through. And he the squad up onto the course of that early mid-back fight. Take the streets out on their down in 1v1 towards the middle of the map. Awakening unfortunately gets a bag. Top timing there. Vancouver now has the numbers to reinforce the way back slide, but it still does not matter. The bait is switch is good enough for Paulson to guarantee some seconds. That's a big play right there from Candy. Gets the damage into a couple, switches over to the SMG for 1, and then let's Purge finish up from there. 2 ticks gonna be locked in, and they're gonna surround and see if they can either stop this 3rd tick or at least capitalize on some exits.
13 nearly completed with their eliminations that you need. Taking the last one, whack clean shots, but doesn't really want to take any further action and will back off as the 13 gets completed.
And Awakening needs to trust his teammates more right there because everything was cut off. His cup was not bad. And as soon as he turns around, 0-4 jumps to the top mid and finds the double. Take care of the rest of his squad. So you only get 2 segments done at A. You're already lining up the kills together.
Charge identified.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in. Enemy UAV is online. Hostile UAV in the area. You've got a loadout drop inbound. Gas is inbound, marking new safe zone. You've got gas moving in. Enemy UAV is online. Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone. No more fighting in the gulag. Only 25 left. Keep up the good work. Friendly loadout drops on the way. Enemy UAV overhead. Gas is moving. Only 10 left. Hostile UAV in the area. Precision airstrike available. Enemy UAV is online. You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Copy that. Longbow 3-1 is on station. Strike inbound. Impact, no hit.
You've got gas moving in. You've got 4 remaining. Stay sharp. Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone. Enemy UAV overhead. You're losing ground. Move it. You're in the top 3. Don't let up now. You're in the last 2. Now finish this. You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Gas is moving. The enemy never stood a chance. Nicely done.